Yep. Hi guys. So we will be solving this this question, subsets of an array. We are given an array A with n distinct positive integers. We have to find all subsets of an given array. Okay. So here we are given this array and these are all the subsets of this array, right? What do we mean by subsets? The all the combination of ith element with other elements, right? So let's get started. We will try to understand the the question first, and after that we will get into the solution of it. Yep. So suppose we are given this same array which is given to us here, 10, 15 and 20. Right? These are the elements of the array. Now we have to generate all the subsets of this array, right? So how we are going to do it? Now we will have to do this with the help of recursion, right? And we will also use backtracking here. So we will write an recursive function f. This will be the index idx, and we will have a data structure here and array list, let's say. Right, now we have these two possibilities. Either we can select the element at index 0, or we can reject the element. Am I correct? So if we select the element, we will move to index 1, and the element at 0 index will be added into our data structure like this, right? And if we reject the element, we will move to a next index, but we will not add the element in our data structure because we are rejecting the element. So we will only increment the index, right? So again, we are at index 1. Now we can either select the element at 1 or we can reject that. If we select the element, then we will move to next index, and element at 1 will be added into our data structure, 50. If we reject the index, then we will increment the pointer, but the data structure will remain as it is. Again, we are at index 2, so we can either reject element at 2, or we can select or we can reject. So if we will select the element, we will move to index 3. Sorry. And the element at index 2 will be added into our data structure, 10, 15 and 20. Right, now we are outside the array. So this will be our base condition. So here we have got one subset. The subset is 10, 11 and 20, right? This is our first subset. Now if we reject the element at 2, we will increment the pointer and the element will be as it is. Now, since we are outside the array, this is our another subset, 10 and 15. Hmm. Now, this call is ended. Now, we will go with this call. Either we can select or reject. If we select the element at 2, we will move to outside array and we will get 10 and 20. If we reject, we will increment the pointer and the data structure will remain as it is. So we will get 10 and 20 here, and one subset is 10. Now this whole tree is now done, so we can get rid of all this. Uh, this call is done, right? Okay, we are having one here. This call we have executed. Now we are here. So either we can select the element at index 1 or we can reject. So if we will select, we will move to another pointer and we will have the element in our data structure. If we reject, we will increment the pointer and the data structure will remain as it is. Now again we can select or we can reject. If we select, we will get uh, we will move outside the array and 20 will be added into our data structure. If we will reject, we will move at the end and the data structure will remain as it is. So we have got these two subset 15 and 20 and 50. Now we are here, either we can select or we can reject. If we select element at index 2, we will move outside and the element will be in our data structure. If we reject, we are outside and the uh, data structure is empty. So these are other two subsets, 20 and empty array, right? So this is how our code will work. Right now, one thing here that we have to discuss is this is normal recursion, plain recursion, we can say. Hmm. But what is the problem with this approach? I will explain you, right? So suppose when we are here, we have selected the element at 0, है ना? And we are now at index 1. We will select element at 1 or we can reject. If we select the element at 1, we will move to index 2 and 15 will be added into our data structure. And if we reject, we will be at 2 and it will be as it is. Now if you will see, when we are here in this function call, we have added 15 in our array list, right? But when we are going backward, now the 15 we need to remove to proceed with the right function called tree, right? So after every left call, we need to remove the last element from the array so that we regain the position in the data structure which was there before executing this function call, right? So after that, the point where that element was not in our array list. After that only we can proceed with the tried function called tree. Correct? Yep. So let's quickly write the code for this. Trying to stretch this a bit, but not working. Okay. It's okay. So first we will create an array list of array list, integer, and we can say new array list. Right? Now we will create another array list of integer which we can call data structure ds. It will be array list. Correct? Now we will have a function called helper which will take uh, array which will have 0 starting index 0 array data structure and answer. After this function have finished executing, we can return answer. Right? We will write this function now. Public static void get subsets. We will have an int index here and integer primitive array uh, and an array list ds and answer. I'm just copy pasting this here, right? So these are our parameters. Yep. So what will be our base condition? We discussed the base condition is when the idx will be equals to uh, the length of the array, then that is our base condition. Correct? So we will say if I idx is equals to arr dot length, then in answer we will add new array list the content of data structure, and we can return. Now we have to do the recursion calls here. So we have two choices. Either we can select ith element. So what we will do, we will say ds dot add arr of idx, and after that we can call our function. This will be recursive call for idx plus 1 and idx plus 1 arr ds and answer, right? And when we don't select ith element, so first we have to remove the lastly added element so that we get to the previous uh, position which were there in the array list. So we can say ds dot remove ds dot remove ds dot size -1. This will remove the last element which was added, and after that we can have a call for idx plus 1 arr ts and ans, right. Now it should work. We can try for this input and see if working or not. Okay, somewhere I have mentioned uh, IDEX. Okay, it should be IDX. Okay, okay. The name is helper and subsets. Mm, so it should work. Yep. Now it's working, right? So as you can see, the subsets are sorted here. They are sorted. Uh, each subset is sorted in itself, and also all these subsets, the answer array list is also sorted, right? So these two things are handled by the driver code so when we are getting this array in input, we are sorting the array, and after uh, calling this function, we are sorting the uh, array list of array list. 2D array we are also sorting. 2D array we are also sorting. That is done by the driver code. We will submit this. Yep, the solution is submitted successfully. That's it guys for this video. Thank you for